Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of the Project Roach series. On today's episode, we will be patina saucing the entire car, or at least the quarter panels, the seat pillars, and finally the roof. Around here in the quarter windows and door areas, that's already been patina sauced, the trunk as well. So in the past videos, you might have seen that. But this video will be fully dedicated to cleaning the car and making sure it's in the right condition to finally apply the patina sauce. So patina sauce is it's a small company. I can't remember the name of the brand, but they make this product called patina sauce. And I've done some research into it, and I've already applied it right here, and you can see a really nice textured finish, but nothing really ugly and orange and kind of like this. It's supposed to give more luster to the color and give it just some deeper tone. So this is a good comparison right here, this brown and the sealer all right here, compared to what hasn't been touched at all and was just natural rust on the car. So the process to doing that, which I will take, is basically just washing the car. I'm going to be having to get all this dirt and debris out right here from the car. And yeah, just cleaning it off slate and then going in with a Scotch-Brite pad, and you're going to see a lot of things kick up from this roof and any other kind of hard rust areas around the car. There'll be a lot of orange residue coming off from the Scotch-Brite. And yeah, and just making sure that it's a clean, smooth enough surface. Then you apply on the patina sauce for about 15 minutes. You take it off, or you rub it off, basically to even out the application. And you can do that for as many times as you like until you get your desired finish. Right here, this was 2 coats of it. So put it on for 15 minutes, wipe it off, apply another coat, another 15 minutes passes by, and you have your final wipe, and this is the outcome of that. With the whole car, I might do a few more coats than usual. So I might do maybe 3 or 4, depending on how it looks. And the trunk, I'll give it another go and probably give it 2 more coats. The doors also have to be redone. The entire door had its own episode. But since then, I have taken off the molding adhesive, and the bottom needs to be redone as well. So I'll be giving that a go and a crack at it. The fenders I'll be taking off momentarily. In the time lapse, you'll see that also with the cowl and these other plastic parts that'll be coming off. And yeah, it'll also be a good test to see how well I sealed up everything. So if you can't see, or if you didn't know already, I applied a new body to door sealer. I resealed the windows with butyl tape from 3M seal tape. Let's see. And then the cell panels I also resealed. Hopefully those hold up. I'll be able to see because water will be dripping down from the wheel well down into here, and there'll be a puddle down there. There is a leak area, or at least an area for the water to rush out, just in case water did come here from the factory. But that would make it more prone to rusting down there in this area of the car, which can get bad. So I'll just see how my work did, and if need be, then I'll have to reseal the window or the cell panel or whatever. But for right now, I'm kind of confident in how it's going to come out. The trunk should be good as well. I don't want to make this too long. I want to get into the cleaning already. But I redid the trunk seal and everything. I also, in other videos, I made a water run channel because this was full of sealer right here from the trim. So I made a water run channel to come down here finally. That's why this side might look a little cleaner, you can see. And the trunk, I actually got these not for this specific model, but I was able to get my hands on some side trunk covers, which are really hard to find nowadays. These are my tail lights and the other trims, the trim for right here around the windshield and back rear windshield. The lights are masked off from when I did paint inside of the trunk, as you can see. So I'll be closing this now. Yeah, so let's get into the time lapse of me just washing the car, giving it a once over. Once that happens, then I'll walk down the other process of Scotch-Briting and everything else that goes into applying patina sauce. Okay, you guys, now with most of the exterior at least dusted off, it's still very, dirty and everything, but a lot of the dirt and everything that was caked up in between the windshield and the body and the back, the rear windshield, and even the front right here, there's plenty of a mess going on right here. It's all cleaned out now, at least. So next part is just dry it. I am already seeing what looks to be a no good sign, and that's right here on the windshield, on the rear windshield. I guess this dust collected over time, and the actual seal right here kind of let up, and so water is seeping in. I'm not sure how much of a risk that's going to be with the trim on, and there's no water actually penetrating deeply like I'm spraying at it right now. So we'll have to see how that comes out. Hopefully for the best. Before I put anything on the interior and like seal it up, I'm gonna put the trim back on and then give it a good weather test. And so with that being done, let's see. Of course, there's gonna be some water spilling right here. Where else the water spilled through? Not too much else. There is still a slight leak right here at the window. I'm gonna have to see where exactly it's coming from. Not too good of sign, but at least we're finding it out right now while it's still fixable. So I'll get it dried up, and then I'll get you guys back when I'm ready to sand it down and apply some patina sauce after it. All right, with most of the drying complete, the still left dirty part is still going to be the trunk, or the inner of the trunk right here. I'm also really glad that my seal actually worked, and all the work and the water run channel was useful. I saw the water running straight out from right here. That would go on top of the taillights and then out the back of the bumper. But luckily the seal for the trunk worked. The trunk was dry, except for, the parts right here outside. But I'm gonna get in here, give this a good wash and rub down, make sure all that is gone, and I'll show you guys the end result after that. All right, you guys, so now on to the good part of this, where I'm going to be scotch biting down all this rust to get to about this texture. That's a lot smoother to the touch, and this one, it's rough. You feel all the marks against it. If you try to rub the scotch brite, it's not going to like it. But right here, it's going to glide freely, and it'll get a good coat of metal for the sauce to leach onto. And what I'm going to be using is Sweet Patina's own product, So Fresh and So Clean. It's the all-purpose cleaner. You can really use any kind of soapy dishwater if you wanted to. I've personally liked this because I've seen it used before, and that's what I've used for these right here. So I'm going to be using that and getting down this whole panel right here. So that's going to be a really long time lapse of just me scrubbing back and forth, but I think it's going to be worth it. So I'll start from top to bottom. So I'm going to start mainly with the whole roof. I'll work down these pillars and then work down these as well. And so when you stop getting the really orange residue off and it starts becoming a little just more brown, that's kind of when you know that you're at a stopping point and all the surface rust, or at least the non-stubborn surface rust, is gone. And so this is now just like the flat rust that the patina sauce is going to do the most work on. So basically doing that for the entire part right here. You just saw all of this right here. So yeah, I'm just scraping it off with a clean towel, throwing it in a bucket of water and picking it back up, because if you keep going with the orange, everything's going to look orange. You're not going to know which one is or to what point it becomes clean enough to use. right, you guys, so I'm about halfway done scrubbing down the roof. There's already an immediate difference in texture. So obviously pre-scrubbed is going to be real rough and ragged, and you're going to feel every single peak and valley in here going on. And over here I'm kind of sanding down the peaks. The valleys are going to stay there, but try to clean those out as well with the Scotch-Brite, and it's not turning out pretty bad. It's actually really nice. All right, you guys, so here it is. There might be a little more to touch up on around here, especially at the bottom. There's a lot more to clean up, but up here on top, you can see I actually got a separate Scotch-Brite because when I was using was a little worn out, so I grabbed a new one, scrubbed this really nice, and put some real pressure down here. I was able to get it really smooth right here in this section, as well as for this silver right here. So this is what used to be silver. And there's a lot of water streaking and dirt residue buildup over time. So what I found out while doing the doors is that this quadruple zero steel wool, which I've used a lot, it works great on glass. It's smaller than the glass, or it won't cut up it won't cut up glass. So on a it won't scratch up the glass, so it's a really good glass cleaner as well that I use, and I've just started using it around the car where I don't want to have too much abrasion, but I need more, or I need something to pick up the dirt, but I don't want to scratch it with a Scotch-Brite pad. So yeah, the steel wool does a great job at just cleaning up any kind of marks that might have dropped over time. So even right here where you can still see a water drop, and right here especially, I might go back in and just give it a little bit more pressure with the steel wool, and it'll bring that right back out. I need to do that to this door as well, but with the Scotch-Brite pad, you can kiss the color goodbye if you try that. So yeah, it's working well. You see right here some spots where I didn't get with the Scotch-Brite. There's a little bit of orange covering it, and you can even see in the bucket how much of the orange peels off the rust. And so this is like the mainstay rust, and this is the stuff that we want to get off of it, and that's what the Scotch-Brite is doing on a really good job. And so yeah, it's drying up, as you can see, a little bit more, and then when I apply the patina sauce, it's going to get real shiny, embed itself into the paint and in the metal, and then I'm going to wipe it off and then do it again. So yeah, I'll do a little bit more cleaning, and then I'll get to the patina sauce with you guys. So now here with the sauce, it's a pretty self-explanatory application. So a little goes a long way with this product. So you don't need too much for the first layer, or at least you don't need too much to cover a lot of space. So I'm just gonna apply a good maybe like a 2 square inch padding to this. So I'll probably just apply about a 2 square inch application to this microfiber, and then rub it basically from, because I also did the door, so I'm also going to be doing the bottom half of the door, the entire quarter panel, and then half of the roof, and then we'll get a good comparison. So I'll start the time lapse and let you guys see how it turns out. The next step after applying the patina sauce is to wait 15 minutes and then apply a clean microfiber to wipe off the excess. So it kind of self-levels, so it's a clean and level and even application. So right now I haven't touched it yet, so by the time I wipe it down, it should be uniform across the body and in its application. And so once I finish that, then I apply the second coat, so it's a thicker layer of patina sauce over the metal. And then I will show you guys that result. Here's the result of 2 layers of the patina sauce. I just wiped it down after the second 15-minute wait, and yeah, it is looking great right now. Really, I couldn't have imagined it coming out this well. There was so much dirt and just debris just held onto this paint, or this metal rust, and I didn't know how it was gonna look, but honestly, I'm really enjoying this. It looks really great. The roof is going to need a couple more coats because it's so much thick of rust, and all the scrubbing actually it did work a good amount, but it's just going to need more patina sauce to get deeper into those crevices. And here's the before. You see, absolutely orange. There's no depth to it. And here you actually have some kind of shine, some sort of reflections now. There's a big light over there, you can see really well. And so yeah, that's how the car is gonna look all around. I've started actually cleaning up on the driver's side. So this is honestly where a lot of the paint peeled off, but it's coming out better with all the orange of the rust gone. You can see all of it right here on the tire, dripping down from as I'm scrubbing it down. All right, you guys, I finished washing this half of the car, except for the roof. The roof still isn't finished yet, but from the quarter panel on the driver's side is complete, at least washing wise. I still need to apply the patina sauce. I'll probably finish up with the sauce tonight, and then tomorrow I'll pick up and finish the roof and show you guys the whole finished car, or at least show you in some sunlight, hopefully soon enough. All right, you guys, we are back. It's a completely different day from the previous recording of the video. The tent is gone, so now the car is actually in the sunlight. We just had the Texas winter storms, and you know, all along the south, all the snow that they got. The car, the tent did collapse on the car, but luckily, you know, this roof really doesn't care. It's so flexible anyway. So whatever did fall in it, it just, you know, took it like a champ. So with everything off of it now, this is the snow and how dirty it was when I actually went onto the car. But we had a tarp over all of this where anything could have been leaking, so all is good still. I'm gonna have to patch this part right here. There is just a little bit of seam where it's flowing through. If water got in right there, it would drip down, so I'm just gonna cover that. But today I do plan on cleaning the patina sauce at every square inch of the car, so it is finished on the roof. Earlier I did leave it half on, half off, half raw, but since then I finished the entire roof. So my overall opinions on the patina sauce and how it looks right here in the sun is I love it. It looks great. The brown rust is just so deep, and the texture is really, really nice from the Scotch Brite. So I mean, depending on what you used and how, like, what abrasives you used, you'll have a different you know, actual texture and feel to the patina sauce. But for what I needed it for, it's done a great job so far already. Let's see, I mainly just got rid of all the orange, but any orange that's still there is probably from, you know, like if I do this, you know, some is gonna come up. And here's the other side, everything completed. You know, you can see this finally in the sun. It looks amazing in the sun finally. Let's see, today I'll finally be putting on the tail lights. I don't have the seals just yet, they're gonna come in later, but I still want to put the tail lights on just to see them. I'll be patina saucing the inner trunk, so I'll give this a scrub down. You can see that's literally 1-to-1 the difference between patina sauce and no patina sauce and no preparation. Here as well, 1-to-1. You see the orange, just the rust texture right there. It's just it's a little less appealing compared to this. This is something that you just want to touch, feel, you know, get your hands on. So I'll just cut to these when they're finished. You guys know the process already, so I'm gonna scrub them down with the So Fresh and So Clean, just all-purpose cleaner, with some Scotch Brite, and then come in with some patina sauce and do 2 layers of 15 minutes each. And yeah, that'll be the end result that you guys can see. Right, in 3, 2, 1, and here it goes. Yeah, so you can see a lot of color. Like, it looks super saturated right now. It's because I just took it off, so it'll dull down just a little bit after that. Give it some time, but yeah, just wow, what a difference. I think I only need 1 coat on this because it was not rusty. It's just, you know, it's basically like a wipe on kind of clear, but with like a satin clear almost. So it's not going to be super reflective, but it is going to give it some depth to the color. I also did it right here where the chrome trim is going to cover it, but I just wanted to make sure that that was sealed as well, or at least coated as well. And yeah, you can see right here where there was a big difference before. Now it's like, it actually looks a little more darker on this side than the top. Here's a better example back here. Get a closer look. I even give it some shadow so you can see. yeah, great stuff. Patina sauce is awesome. Sweet patina, along with the so fresh and so clean. Okay, so once this is done, I also wipe down this with patina sauce. So you can see it has some reflection on it again. I'll wipe that off in like 5 minutes. I'll get these taillights on finally. Like I said, the seals are coming in. I ordered them off Amazon for 30 bucks, so they can't get here soon enough on Thursday, I think. That's in like 4 days. So I'm gonna get those taillights on just to mock them up and see and just you know, be in all of them. I'll put this back on because I took it off to get as much of the sauce as I could on it. And then I'm gonna clean the windshield, or the rear windshield. Clean this off with some Quad Zero steel wool. Get it really, really clean. Wipe it off, make sure there's nothing touching it, and then get this trim on. And I'll do the same thing for the front as well. So I have the top and then the pillars. These are gonna have to be redone, but it's okay because these come right out, so they won't be necessary for putting on the trim. And so I'll cut back to when the taillights are on. All right, you guys, I got the taillights on. Looking great, looking good. I think it's the first time I put the taillights on with this bumper. It looks great right now. And now the full car is patina sauced. I have the trim on. This bottom is giving me some trouble, so I'm probably gonna have to buy some new clips right here. There's two that attach to it, and on the other side as well. So I'll probably have to buy some more of those. But for now, it's just sitting here. It's just fine still. But these at least closed and everything. They're all sealed in, as well as the front. The trim went on just fine. Way easier than the rear. So this stuff is looking good, real nice and tight. And that, you guys, will wrap it up for the patina sauce video. I hope you enjoyed it, along with putting on all the trim and everything. I know it's kind of broken up because I did a lot in one day, and then now it's a completely different day. But hopefully I stitched them together well and kind of seamlessly. So hope you guys enjoy it, and you know, like this format of episodes and everything, how it's going. I hope to bring more content in the new year. Really hope you guys enjoy what's going on so far and the progress with the car. There's a long way to go, but you know, progress is being made, and I'm proud of it. Okay, go for it. No. Oh yeah. Yeah, brighter. Ooh, again. Yeah. Yeah, right there on. All right, you guys, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace out.